Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season. For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com. Oops. All right, now we're live on here. I had my microphone off there. Here at Not Roy Nystrom, I'm Jay Paul with Chad Butzler. Farron is my daughter and running the cameras again tonight as she's picking up this nice skill she's got. And, of course, we pay our kids for doing that, too. So there's a sign-up for high school students if you want to get involved in this with our game broadcast. Jonathan Streckert, another guy who's been helping us out. He has learned your job over there, pushing buttons, Chad, and so you've taught him well. Why? First of all, did you have a nice New Year?
I did. At my age, I just stay home.
I do too. Too many pretenders, and I don't want to get thrown up on them.
If I make it till midnight, that's great. But 9 times out of 10, I don't make it.
As I said, if I'm up at midnight on New Year's Eve, it's because I got to pee. Anyway, it is Albert Lea and Faribault boys hockey tonight. They're in, of course, the Big 9 together, and they're in Section 1 Class AA together as well. So this is a doubly important game. And Albert Lea has had the Falcons number 4 in a row now. They've beaten Faribault, and 7 in the last 9, in fact, going back several years. So that's good, and hopefully that continues.
Yeah, both teams are coming off of pretty good performances in their holiday tournaments. So both seem to have a little mojo. So it's curious to see how they come out tonight.
Yeah, where was Faribault was in Wyndham?
Yes.
And they won like 2 and lost 2-0-1.
Correct.
For their tournament. And Albert Lea went to Fergus Falls, and they ended up
2-1.
2-1 in that. And they had an 8-goal game and a 3-0 shutout. And they lost to Fergus Falls. As you heard from Coach Matt Erickson, they lost focus in that Fergus Falls game, and he was very upset about that. They only about 5-minute lapse in judgment, but it cost them the game, he said, and he was glad to see that they bounced back against the next 2 games that they played there. Anyway, we've got my chat with him, and I don't want to give too much of that away because Matt Erickson's coming up next here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Richie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow. This is way bigger than your office.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by IATS Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by IAT today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
It's the Tiger pregame, and I've got head coach Matt Erickson here joining me. And so you guys are 5-4 now in the season. You crawled above the 500 mark, which is good to see. You won 3 of your last 4, including 2 of 3 out in Fergus Falls at their holiday tournament. Looked like you're starting to hit a little bit of a groove here.
Yeah, a little bit. We made some steps forward for sure, Jay. Our power play took a step forward. All in all, I thought our compete level over the holiday tournament was really good outside of about 4 or 5 minutes against Fergus Falls. Started kind of playing our game. Our forecheck was dictating a lot of the games. We actually outshot Fergus Falls 2 out of 3 periods. So, a lot to feel good about, and we're ready to kick off a new year.
And Faribault at 3-6-1, although they went 2-0-1 in their Wyndham holiday tournament. But they haven't had a winning season in a while, and your Tigers have been slightly above 500 lately. But you kind of own them 4 in a row and 7 of the last 9 over Faribault. How does that work? Is it coaching? Is it players? Is it system? What is that?
Well, I'd like to say it's coaching, but that's not all. That's not all it for sure. I think a lot of it is our players, and I think it's the whole ball of wax, Jay. Really, I think they're always a scrappy group. Faribault's always, competes, and for years, whether it's a playoff game or a regular season section game or a Big 9 game like tonight, this is a 4-point game. It's a big game for us. Yeah. We can't come out and think that it's going to be easy for us. So we got to be ready to play tonight, and hopefully our guys are ready after the holiday and healthy and ready to continue to make strides in the season.
Yeah, you mentioned it's a Big 9 and a section game, so it's a little of both.
Yeah, big game. Section-wise, obviously, these games are very important. It's very important in the Big 9 standings because it's 4 points. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to tonight.
They have scored 11 more goals than you, but they've given up 30 more than you. So there's an opportunity here to get some goals tonight.
Well, I think so. We pride ourselves in being hard defensively, and honestly, if we're taking care of our D zone, the opportunities are going to come offensively. So really, that's one of the keys tonight, is to make sure that we're taking care of our D end.
They have 3 primary goal scorers. If you watched the film on Archambault and Wasilowski and Kunze, are they on the same line?
They're all on the same line, yeah, and they play a lot. They play every other shift, and good for you for pointing that out. I mean, a lot of one of the keys to our game is to make sure that we shut that line down. So you'll see our top defensive pair out there against those guys every other shift, and hopefully our 3 lines can either play with them even up or be on the plus side of that. So that's the plan tonight for us, is we're going to roll 3 lines and see how that starts off.
And their netminder struggled a little bit. He's a 6+ goals against average this year. And you've been getting some goals from more than just the top line. I mean, Persick's still going, but Kolker and McGill and Sternhagen and Brewer and Balf and Bremer, they're all going. They've been going lately.
Yeah, that was one of our key attributes to our tournament up in Fergus Falls, is we got more guys going, right? And that's good for those guys to get confidence. Sam McGill's been put on the first power play here in the last week and a half, and that's really resulted in taking the eyes of the goalie away. So hopefully we get some power plays tonight, because I'll be curious to see how that ends up based on where our power play is right now. But obviously we want to stay disciplined. We want to stay out of the penalty box. Their power plays got some, they're at 15-16%, but our kill hasn't been. It was good over the weekend, but we need to continue to stay out of the penalty box.
Because it's about 78%. But yeah, the power play for the Tigers all vaulted to 25%, because you went 6 for 14 in the 3 games, but 4 for 8 against Becker Big League.
Yeah. Well, we switched some things up here in the last couple of weeks. That's, I think, helped us a little bit on that power play. So we'll see how we continue to make strides there.
You got 7 of the next 10 here at home, so hopefully the home cooking helps keep things going. And Happy New Year, Coach. Hope you guys stay healthy and go get a W.
Yeah, thank you, Jay. Appreciate it.
There you go, Matt Erickson, the head coach for the Tiger Boys, and we are just about to get ready here for introductions. Let's go to the
arena for tonight's game between the Faribault Falcons and the Alberley Tigers. We'll introduce starting lineups. In goal for Faribault, number 1, Dustin Boyd. On defense, number 17, Nicholas Archambault. And number 24, Cole Goodwin. Forwards are number 10, Johnny Simon. Number 19, R.J. Wasilowski. Centers number 8, Tommy Coons. Faribault is coached by Jacob Dixon and Jake Dolter. Now for the Alberley Tigers. Starting in goal, number 30, Ledger Stadheim. On defense, number 6, Brian Johnston. And number 14, Zayden Brewer. Forwards are number 10, Drake Sternhagen. Number 11, Brock Scott. Centers, number 9, Connor Persick. Tigers are coached by Matt Erickson, Justin Amphitson, Blake Adams, and Buck Nelson. Would everybody please rise, face the flag for the playing of the national anthem.
right, ready to play hockey here. Faribault in their green uniforms with white trim and numerals, and Albert Lea in the whites with a little bit of red, a little bit of blue, a little bit of, that's about it, I guess. As we get ready to go with our opening face-off here in the first 17 minutes. And some numbers. Ledger Stadheim in goal, .878 save percentage, 3.67 goals against average per game, which is a little bit high. But their goalie, Dustin Boyd, the senior, has a 6.20, and he's the only goalie who's logged any minutes for Faribault this year. 3-6-1 record, and he's got an .826 save percentage, which is lower than Stadheim's as well. The power play has picked up steam for Albert Lea. It went from 0 to 25% over the holidays. That's great. They're 7 for 28 scoring on the power play, as the face-off is controlled by the Tigers here. And the kill penalties at 76% level, 29 of 38. Faribault, 72.7, just a little bit lower on the PK than Albert Lea, and their power play also lower. Success rate at 20.8%. As we're at no man's land, and finally breaking into the zone is Brua. One of the defensemen, the Brua-Johnston line pairing, defensive pairing, are going to be tasked with putting up with that top line of Faribault. That's the three goal scorers, Archambault, Wasilowski, and Coons. And Coons with 14 goals, 9 each for Archambault and Wasilowski, but other than that, they don't have anybody with more than 2. One guy has 2, and then 3 or 4 with 1 goal. Kind of was where Albert Lea was before the holiday tournament, but they broke out with some goals and got some second-line goals. There's a shot from the circle that goes in for the Tigers. 1 for 1 on the shots. And it's Drake Sternhagen, and it's number 11. Brock Scott. I thought it was 10 for a minute there. So Brock gets his 4th of the year. And we're off and running here with, 58 seconds into the first. As Brock Scott, the junior forward, put one in past Boyd.
Scott. Assist by number 10, Drake Sternhagen, and number 14, Zayden Brua. Time of that goal, 58 seconds.
A full-strength goal and stoppage here after the face-off, and they'll do it again from the red dot this time, right out in front of us, in front of the Faribault bench. As that is controlled again by the Tigers momentarily, then taken away and scooted across the ice by the Falcons, and then grabbed by Albert Lea. This is Sam Stay, number 7. He's on that second line with number 3, Keaton Bremer, and Jacob Kolker, 17. He's a 5-goal scorer for the Tigers. Here comes the third line of Archie Nelson, number 5. Ethan Styler is 18, and number 16, Sam McGill, who caught fire in Fergus Falls. He's up to 3 goals already. And I think they put him on the power play, the number 1 power play line, too. I heard Coach Erickson say something about that in the pregame. It's knocked out of the zone by the Falcons and scoots back in, but Faribault all over that. As big number 9, Billy Jones, a senior, takes it, tries to get it out of there, but it's tied up in the half wall over there. As Ethan Styler, boy, he looks huge compared to everybody else out there. Look at he was playing with the Pee-wees out there for a minute. He's so tall. Gets into the corner here, the near corner. A swing and a miss by McGill, trying to put somebody against the boards there, but that'll happen. As the Tigers forechecking and grabbing the puck now, Archie Nelson working hard behind the net, took it away from him, and missed his passing opportunity. Tried to hit Styler, but it went past him and down the ice. And they'll get a line change going here. As Sternhagen's back in with Persig and Scott, the number 1 line for Albert Lea. That's held in by Scott. He wants a hat trick. He's got 1/3 of it as he's working in that near circle, but it got taken away by the Falcons, and they come back screaming the other way with Coons, their top goal scorer, number 8. Tommy with 14 goals. That one gets a pop fly and drops into the Albert Lea offensive zone. They can't catch up to it. Well, Scott again digs it out of there, and momentarily they had it, but it's knocked out of the zone by the Falcons. And it's a hard hit in front of the Falcon bench. Sternhagen comes in and bumps Wadoslawski as he had dumped Scott there before. Just hard hockey, no call, no fouls, no penalties. As it's Kolker in the face-off against Coons, and that is control of the Falcons. We're 3 minutes and 10 seconds in. It's 1-0 Albert Lea. 2 shots for the Tigers, none yet for the Falcons. As they gather it up behind the goal, and it's taken away by Bremer. Held in by Brua, who goes to the circle, passes it across to Kolker, and the shot just goes off the pad and then into the wall of the goalie there. It's knocked out of there, but a whistle stops play in front of the Faribault bench.
Yeah, I really like Albert Lea's pressure down there. They're really forechecking, very good, aggressive.
Yeah, they're not letting the Falcons just take it right out of the zone. They're going pressing the issue, and it's led to a 1-0 lead on that nice goal by Brock Scott. As the face-off is won by the Tigers, and here they come. Sam McGill has brought it in, and there's a shot. Goes wide, though. Taken by Archie Nelson, third line out there for the Tigers. And they work to keep it in the zone. That was Ethan Steiler who knocked it into the corner. And then it gets rung around, all the way around to Tyler Balf, who picked up a goal on the road trip in the holiday tournament from his defensive position. And there's a shot that was, I thought, grabbed by the goalie, but a rebound came out, and they couldn't put that one away either. And now it's taken away by Steiler for the Tigers, and he whiffs on it in the corner, and it's knocked back to the blue line. 12.5 to play. Knocked out of the zone by the Falcons. Stopped by Anfinson, number 12. And here they come again. They caught Faribault in a change. Maybe they can take advantage with a goal here. That one goes wide left of the cage. And then another one whistles wide with Persig taking that slap shot from way out past the circle. And Persig has it again now on the half wall, and he gets it up to Sternhagen, who cross ices it over to Scott. Oops. And Anfinson was out of the zone, but he saved it. Kept it in there for a while anyway, until Faribault finally got it out of there. There's Balf bringing it in, Sternhagen, and the pass to Drake was, I think he had his stick caught up there and couldn't get a good wood on that one, so it got knocked out of the zone as Balf tried to hit him on the pass. Yeah, the Tigers are looking sharp. They have not even allowed a shot yet in the first 6.5 minutes. Center ice, Falcons coming in. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. There's a snag right out of the air by Mr. number 30 there, Ledger Stadheim. He has seen every minute of every game as well. In goal for the Tigers, 5-4 record. 1 shutout. Captain Ledger Stadheim, along with Connor Persig and Bryant Johnston. Those are the 3 seniors, the 3 captains. As the Tigers work it out of their defensive end, and they did give up that 1 shot. It was, I don't know if it was on goal. It was snagged by Stadheim, so I guess that counts in the eyes of the scorekeeper. And the Falcons are gearing up here, a 3-on-2 as they come into the zone. A nice takeout by Brua. Nothing illegal about that. He just kind of bodied him out of the way, and here comes Sternhagen. He's got a couple of goals on the year. The freshman, or he's a sophomore, I guess. As Persig lost it off his stick into the corner. It's held in there by Brua. Cross ice, Anfinson with a shot. That's blocked by the blocker glove of the goaltender, Boyd. Momentarily out of the zone, and then it was knocked back in as Everly gets a change here. Second line, Bremer, Kolker, Stay out there, with Anfinson and Brua on defense. Goes all the way back to Stadheim. 7.5 minutes into the first period. 1-0 Albert Lea, and they're 6-1 leading in shots. Up into the zone for the Tigers, but knocked back. It's just back and forth right now, basically, and 10 minutes left. Good job there by Colker. He takes it coast to coast and gets a shot that was blocked out front. Anfinson with a one-timer from between the circle and the blue line, but that was caught by Boyd and held on to. 9:44 to go.
Something I haven't seen from LEA this year, to be leading 8-1 in the shots here early on. That's something new. They're really changing their pressure on the forecheck.
Yeah, no doubt they got things humming right now. And it's tough to keep that going for 3 solid periods, but if you can get a good enough lead, you don't have to really do it. Anfinson knocks it back into the zone. Both teams skating very cleanly. I haven't seen a lot of, well, you saw a collision there, but not a lot of physicalness. Just trying to establish some shots here. There's did it go in? I think Boff scored. Yeah, he did. I thought it went over, but he snuck that one in right under the crossbar. Tyler Boff with his second goal of the year gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead here. You got a replay on it?
I do, actually.
Came at 8:39 of the first.
Yeah, it was kind of like the Albert Lee players didn't realize right away that it had gone in.
So another even strength goal, his second, and it's 2-0. That's good.
Team Tyler Ball, unassisted.
And it's knocked into the zone again by the Tigers as Styler chases it. Third line out there for your Tigers. As Johnston and Brua, the defensive pair, on the ice right now. It's held in by Scott. Digs it out of there in the circle, and that's saved by Boyd, the goalie. As Falcons take it out of the zone, lift it up over the defenseman, and they get a change. Slinger, Boyd, and Vargo coming out for them. And we got the number 1 line for the Tigers with Scott, Persig, and Sternhagen. Johnston and Brua, defensemen. Actually, Sam
McGill's out there, yeah.
McGill's the forward out there instead of Scott on this time around. As he sends one right in there, as Sternhagen was right beside the goal there. Didn't work out there for the Tigers, but it's a good idea. Persig holds it in until it's taken away, and here come the Falcons. They can't even get it across the blue line before the Tigers take it away. McGill plays it into the zone. He and Persig and Sternhagen give chase. Knocked out front. Oh, McGill let it get by him there. That was an opportunity as he was alone out in front of the goal. Persig has it stolen away, and then he steals it back. 7:50 to play. 2-0 Albert Lee. 9-1 in shots here. As that one is icing, and we'll bring it back to the Albert Lee side for a face-off. Got the third line out there. Actually, second line, it's Stay, Colker, and Bremer. Brua finally sitting down. He's been out there a lot for defensemen. They only have pairs of defensemen, but they have 2 pairs, and he was logging some minutes here in the early going. As Albert Lee a little trouble getting it out of the zone here. Colker plays it across the way to Balf, who lifts it out of the zone ahead to Stay. And then a shot that bounces. Bremer almost got that one, but he skipped to the left of the goal. And then another one out front that they're having trouble clearing, and finally they do, but it's held in there by the defenseman Balf. And then Stay, and now a shot from the blue line from Anfinson. It goes wide left. Held in by Balf again. Colker has it in the far circle. He spins and dumps it to Balf, who takes a shot, and that goes way up in the air. And the netting, it stops play with 6:53 to go. 11-1 in shots and a 2-0 Albert Lee lead. Here comes Scott with the third line, Styler and Nelson. So they drop Brock down after scoring that first goal. Give the third line some help there. He takes a shot. That was actually Nelson's shot that stopped by Boyd and held on to. Only one shot faced by Stadheim. That was the one he snagged out of the air. And I'm sure he'll take that all day long. As it's knocked out of the zone, the Tigers chase it down. But Falcons really have had nothing offensively here so far. They're able to generate not even two passes anytime they come in to the zone. There's a crash against the boards, and yeah, we'll have somebody sitting here for two. And looks like it's going to be Ethan Styler. Styler with the first penalty of the game for either squad, and he will sit for two. We'll get the official announcement once they start playing here on what his grievance is. They face off to the left of Stadheim. And a 5-on-4. The Falcons again are at 20.8% on the power play, and Alberta stopping 76.3% of the power plays they've faced this year. A little low. I'd like to be in the 80s or 90s even, but 80s would do, as they knock it down the ice to kill some time. And
got a minor penalty on Alberta number 18, Ethan Steeler. 2 minutes for rough-in. Time of that penalty, 10:47.
I thought it was Styler. He says Steeler. I don't know. Do you know anybody with that name, Chad?
No.
I always thought it was Styler, but nobody's corrected me, so I'm going to stay with Styler.
That was a great line by Keaton Bremer. He kept the puck down in Faribault's end for an extra 15 seconds just by being aggressive there.
And they're down under a minute left in the penalty kill here, as they have not given up a shot yet in the power play for the Falcons. 50 seconds now as Tigers play it down the ice. 5 minutes left in the period, only 40 seconds now left in Styler's penalty. Brua sends it back the other way. 30 seconds to go in the 5-on-4 for the Falcons, and they're still struggling to get it into their offensive zone. With 20 seconds left, they shoot it in. It's grabbed there by Persig. He's out there with Kolker and Johnston on the kill here. And Brua. As the spin and the pass is intercepted by the Tigers. Ooh, they had a little breakaway chance there, but it got broken up, as we're back to even strength now. Kolker takes it around the back, passes it up ahead to Brua off the wall. Nice move by Brua. Gets by his guy, puts one out in front for Persig. The goalie got in the way of that one. Nice job there by Boyd.
What a great penalty kill, not even allowing a shot on goal.
All right, yeah. Kolker takes one from between the circles, and that hits traffic out front. Then it's loose out front. Sternhagen almost had a chance to put one in there. He hit the ice. Ooh, he took one in the breadbasket from his teammate Amundsen.
Unfortunately, he was offside. So
yeah.
He's like, hey, I took the price, paid the price.
They laugh at each other and about the faux pas there, but 2-0 Albert Lee. 3:48 to go in the first period, a fast-moving first period, and it's been dominated by the Tigers. It's good to see. A team they should beat, and like I said, they have a 4-game winning streak over Faribault and 7 of the last 9. As they work behind the goal here, try and get it to Persig. He's got a shot. It's out front. Ooh, that one hit the post on the far side. Wow. Off of somebody's stick there. Goes into the corner. I think it was Sternhagen out close to his third goal. He's a good player. He's starting to come in and shining in his own right there, the sophomore, number 10. Struggled with the goals early. He's got 2, which is not great, but it's up there. It's getting there. I think it helps playing with Persig, who is kind of like The girls, they have a sharpshooter in Sykos that can put them out in front of the net. You just got to hang out and get the rebounds.
Right.
That's kind of what Sternhagen does. And he's got quickness, too, and that was an icing call. They'll take it back to the Tiger zone for the face-off. 12-1 in shots, 2-0 is the goal lead here at the Service Master Buyout scoreboard. 2:47 to play, first period. As in the center ice, Stay has it. He's got Keaton Bremer with him, number 3. As they take it past the goal line and now dig it out of the corner. Brua with a shot from the top of the circle, and it goes in! Zayden Brua with his 4th of the season. 15:35 of the first. 3-0 Albert Lee. His 4th, and that's 3 even strength goals for the Tigers. 3-0 Albert Lee, and face off. It's Stahler going against Riley Slinger, the sophomore. Tigers get that one now. 2:15 to go, up 3-0. Can't.
Zayden Brua. Assist by number 3, Keaton Bremer. Time of that goal, 14:35.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes to go now. Brua takes it up ahead, gets it to Archie, who kind of whiffed on that one, a half whiff anyway, and it got to the Falcon stick and out of the zone there. But here comes the Tigers again, flying down the near side, and Stahler centers it, and from a knee, Scott takes a shot that got blocked by traffic. That's good effort there. And Scott's got it again now, and he centers it, trying to get it to Nelson, who wasn't able to put it towards the net. Brua back by the blue line, sends one in, and caroms off the back glass. And a collision between Brua and number 10, Johnny Simon there. Into the Tiger zone with 1:07 to play in the first period. Line change, number 1 line. Persig is out there with Sternhagen and McGill as it goes out of play here. 55.9 seconds to play. 3-0 Albert Lee. Yeah, McGill and Scott seem to have switched places here. It's kind of odd, but Scott scored a goal and he went from the first line to the third line.
Yeah, I've noticed Miguel's been skating pretty good tonight. He's had some nice passes.
Yeah, and he's, like I said, in that holiday tournament, he got himself a couple, 3 goals. And I know at least one of them, maybe 2, were power play goals. And he's out in front trying to put it in there. Boy, he uses his size well there. That's a good guy to have right out in front.
Yeah, it is.
Takes up a lot of space, and he's tough. Can move people. He almost got her done there, but the Falcons take it away with 26 seconds to go. It's knocked aside by the defenseman Dolph into the corner. Picked up by McGill and flipped out of the zone with 16 seconds. Still in the center ice area. And a shot that's deflected off a Stadheim stick with 5 seconds, and the horn will sound here as Sternhagen takes it across the red line. 3-0 after 1. 15-1 in shots. A dominating first period by the Albert Lee Tiger boys. Should mention the girls are in Winona tonight, so we'll try and track their score as well as we go on tonight. And the Wrestlers are out in Fargo at the Rumble on the Red at Fargo Dome. That's a big 3-day tournament. I've got some results from that coming too, but let's take our first period break here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery and I am loving it. My vision has never been better. Driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly, and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Whoa. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking
cozy. Yeah, we like personal interactions. But as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped? Is your bathroom outdated? Or maybe your basement is just wasted space? At NCC Builders, we specialize in transforming homes to meet your needs. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, turning your bathroom into a spa-like retreat, or converting your basement into a functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's start planning your remodel or new build today. NCC Builders, transforming homes and building dreams. Visit nccbuilders.com.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. We do this with superior customer service through timely communication by empowered employees who love to support the Northfield Dundas area. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
3-0 here in Albert Lee. Tigers with a big lead. They scored at 58 seconds into the game. Brock Scott, here's his goal coming up here as he put it in there on the even strength. His fourth of the season as he waltzes in and puts it right in there. Then at 8:39 of the first, Tyler Balf, the defenseman, puts in his second of the season. An even strength goal to make it 2-0 Albert Lee. And 15:35 of the first, Zayden Brewer, another defensive goal, his fourth of the season, made it 3-0. All three even strength goals. Had the only one penalty in the whole period was Ethan Staylor's 2-minute sit down, and they didn't even get a shot off on their power play, the Falcons. So really good D for Albert Lee. They gave up one shot in the period, took 15 of their own and made 3 of them. So off to a nice flying start here. By the way, I don't have anything on the girls' game. I don't know if you found anything, but
I did not.
The scoring thing is just atrocious anymore. They don't do scores, partial scores like they used to. But they're in Winona, and I expect to win out of those girls. As the wrestlers, though, out at the Rumble on the Red out in Fargo, at Fargo Dome, Logan Davis, Mason Addig, who helped us out on the one wrestling thing we did event. He's going to be with us on the 30th of January in Owatonna in town to take on the Tigers. That'll be a good one. And he'll be doing most of the play-by-play on that as he's the expert. But Logan Davis, he says, is in the quarterfinals on the championship side. And Dylan Gross, Ryan Collins, Maverick Addig, Brecken Wachholtz, Is it Tristan Cox or Triton Cox? I think
Triton.
Is it Triton? Triton Cox and Evan Schroeder, all wrestling in hopes to get the third place out there in Fargo. So another good showing by this team, which the rankings were just updated by the Guillotine. And in 3A, Albert Lea is 6th. Right behind Wilmer. Stillwater is 4th after they whooped us here about a couple weeks ago. Shakopee is 3rd, Mounds View 2nd, and St. Michael Albertville is in the top spot. Northfield right behind Albert Lea in the 7th spot. So a couple of section teams there at 6 and 7. Now individually for Albert Lea, they have the aforementioned Logan Davis at 127. He's ranked number 1 in the state. Senior Logan Davis. Other Albert Lea wrestlers that are ranked in the top 10 in their weight class. There's not too many of them. I know there's a couple more here. I need to look through and get them out. Nick Corman at 160. He's ranked 7th, the senior for the Tigers. And Brecken Wachholz, the sophomore, is ranked 10th at 172. And I believe that is all for Albert Lea's ranked wrestlers. But good job by them out there. So Zamboni doing its thing. And we've got nothing this weekend. We were going to do, I think, a basketball game, a boys basketball game. But it got canceled or postponed or whatever it was. But a lot of stuff got moved out of Saturday. Let me take a look here on the schedule because nothing tomorrow.
I don't know if you mentioned the girls came out with the new rankings. Did you mention that already?
Oh, I didn't mention their rankings. No. Go ahead.
So the girls came out with the new rankings this year. They moved into the top 10 in the number 9 spot after
they were at 11
good
forever.
showing up in War Road over the holidays. So, they were at 11 for a while, and it was kind of a bit baffling. They had the one loss to Ladonna, but other than that, they looked really stellar. Went up to War Road and had a great weekend up there playing.
And War Road jumped to number 1 after their own tournament.
Dodge County slipped to 2.
The wrestlers, Fargo Dome today, tomorrow. Swimming, boys varsity, they're at Winona as well. Maybe they shared a bus with the girls hockey team. But, they are in action tonight. And then tomorrow, more wrestling out Rumble on the Red at Fargo Dome. And the JV wrestlers are at a multiple school event in Stewartville tomorrow afternoon at 4. Saturday, the dance team got their event in Northfield canceled. And then there's boys hockey JV at 1. That's at Bloomington Kennedy at the Bloomington Ice Garden. The boys varsity will play at 3 up there in Bloomington. And games that were called off, there's basketball for the girls was scheduled for 7:30 against John Marshall. Actually, they moved that up to December 20th. So that was one of the away games they played last month. And the boys moved their game from this Saturday to the 18th against John Marshall that was scheduled to be here at Ori Jurley Gymnasium. Next week we have 4 games scheduled, including a doubleheader next Saturday. Yes. Basketball and hockey doubleheader. So that'll be fun. We'll go from one venue to the other and bring you all the action here on AlbertLeaLive.com. So 3-0 after 1, 15-1 in shots. Domination by Albert Lea. We'll see if they can continue that coming up here in the second period on AlbertLeaLive.com.
By GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season. For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com.
We know that there is more to a home than the building. There is care and detail in every last nook and cranny of what you call home. That's why Schmidt Homes is the only call you'll ever have to make. Their in-house designer will work with you to get everything the way you want it. Their highly skilled craftsmen and quality materials will ensure the best possible value for your home. When you're ready to start building your home, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Get started building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Demand a yellow van. Call service Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Hyatt. Hi, this is Beth Hyatt. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Hyatt will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Zamboni is slowed down. Still out there. Usually done by now, but I think that's his final sweep here. And we got about 30 seconds left on the clock here in the first intermission. Teams should be taking the ice here right after the refs come on out. And 3-0, good start here for the Tigers as they try and get to 2 games above 500. And they've got, like I said, 7 of their next 9 are here at Roy Nystrom Marina. And I don't know that they have a stellar record at home, but it's always nice to be at home for extended periods of time and not have to worry about long bus trips to Winona or whatever like the girls had to do tonight.
You mentioned they go to Kennedy. Now, this FARIBAULT team just recently beat Kennedy not that long ago, actually. So.
Yeah, Kennedy's a beatable team. And you talked about this beforehand, too, before we hit the air. When we were younger, Bloomington had 2-3 teams. It seemed like they were always in the state tournament.
Yeah, the Jefferson Jaguars, Kennedy, Eagles, all of them were just hockey, all about hockey.
Well, they've fallen on hard times, especially at Kennedy. I think they only have 1 win this year, and Faribault beat them, and I would hope that Albert Lea can go up there and win over the weekend. As they've opened the doors for our referees to take the ice, but I don't see the referees. So another delay here, but what a great first period, 15-1 in shots. The only power play was Faribault's, and they didn't even get a shot in it.
Yeah, I tell you, when we first started the season, when we first started the season, this boys team doesn't look anything like they did the first few games we did.
He's got their attention somehow, Matt Erickson and his staff. For sure, they're doing a lot of things right. The forechecking, you can tell, the picking off of passes. They're anticipating passing lanes and getting in the way there. And, they're playing really good complementary hockey.
Yeah, and in the first few games we did, I thought they just came out and kind of were headhunting and just looking for the big hits and not really skating and playing the puck. But tonight now, that looks totally different.
Yeah, we said, too, that they got to cut back on penalties. Well, that's pretty good. They had 1 in the first period.
Right.
If they can keep it to 1 a period, that's good. Here come the Tigers and the refs. And now the Falcons, and we'll be underway shortly here for our second 17-minute stint. But, the goaltender Boyd is not helping his case. And it's kind of strange with a guy with a 6.20 goals against average that there's not another goalie that has played.
Right.
Usually they have somebody who can replace a guy that's getting peppered like that.
Well, I wonder if Coach said, too, with the guy, when you get a goalie with the guy, goals against average that high, if you just tell the kids, put the puck on net any chance you get, put it out there.
Yeah, that's a great strategy. Why not? Obviously, and you said you were watching him in warm-ups and he was kind of having a hard time seeing the puck.
Yeah, I know it's warm-ups, but I've always believed you take warm-ups like you take the real game.
Oh, sure,
and he just looked nonchalant, just kind of not really focused on stopping the puck. They were just, so kind of says a lot. It kind of carries over sometimes.
He's a senior, and he's the only goalie listed in their roster.
That might be part of the problem, too, and you have no competition.
Nobody else wants to do it.
Right.
It is a thankless position.
It is, definitely.
You get a lot of, it's like quarterback, you get a lot of credit when you win, but you're the big loser when you lose.
Right.
As we're ready for our face-off here. They've shut down that big number one line of the Falcons to just one shot. And I'm sure they're got a big discussion. Somebody down over here in front of the Albert Lee bench. They're looking down at somebody. Is it a player? Yeah, we got our 3 refs. Is it a coach? No, I hope not. I think it's a player that's down. Maybe they're repairing the ice. That might be. There might be somebody just down there rubbing out the ice with a rough patch or something. Everybody on the Albert Lee bench is looking down there. I can't see from my vantage point. Can we see anything from the camera? Well, it is holding things up. As I think it's probably ice repair.
Bet you when one of the kids jumped out or jumped into the box, it maybe took a chunk out of the ice.
Yep, that's exactly what was going on. We have one of the City Arena employees was out there smoothing it out as best he can. Yeah, in front of the benches, they get worn out, the ice there. Players jumping over all the time. Maybe they'll just try and avoid that. Here we go, second period, going right to left, Albert Lee here, and they lose the draw, but take it back right away as McGill still with that top line, Persig and Sternhagen. As they go into the far corner, Sternhagen got it. No, that was McGill who tried to center it to Sternhagen, who's out in front now. If it was me, I'd just put McGill right out in front there and let him direct traffic.
About 3 times the size of Sternhagen.
Yeah. But Sternhagen has it now, and he spins and flips it into the zone. McGill gives chase, but it's a 2-line pass, or what? It's icing. It's got to go 2 lines to be icing?
Yep. So it's got to be on this side of the red line.
Red line, yeah. So they'll face off to Ledger's left. Kolker out there with the second line for the Tigers. Stay and Bremer with him as there's a whiff by the Falcons. Number 10, Simon. That goes into the corner, and it's between skates. Gets popped out of there. Somebody hits the ice. Kolker leveled his opposite number 17, Nicholas Archambault. And here come the Tigers. Nope. Redirected, and finally Brua ends up with it. Gets it across the way to Johnston, his defensive partner. And the Tigers are off and running again with another chance in the offensive zone. Up 3-0. 2 minutes and change into the second period here. No shots on goal for either club.
There's that forecheck we were talking about. Just intense. They keep that puck down there.
And still held in by Stay, actually whistle.
Hand pass they're going to get him for. He kind of, instead of just dropping the puck, he kind of pushed it to his teammate.
So with 15:28, they change lines, and I see Archie Nelson out there. Balf is coming out. Balf has a goal tonight. Brua, 2 defensemen with goals tonight, and then Brock Scott, who scored. He was on the number 1 line, and then they dropped into the 3rd line for the rest of that first period. And this is Nelson, Styler, and Scott out there. as it gets away from them, and Falcons have to chase it. It's a icing call. I'll bring it back to the Albert Lea side for the face-off to the right of Ledger's dad, he could be doing his homework back there. One shot. He's got to be ready, though, at all times. You never know when one drifts in, though.
Right.
And get an easy goal if you're not paying attention, so good for him.
He'd love to get another shutout here. That'd be good.
Yeah, that was a nice hit on Styler. He goes flying on his backside as Albert Lea takes it into the zone. And a shot that's saved, and then the rebound was out there. Balf had one shot at it. Comes back the other way. Styler able to redirect it to the red line. Nelson digging for it. He gets knocked into the Tiger defensive zone. Albert Lea up 3-0. Over Faribault here as Scott has it. Gets it ahead to Nelson and into the zone. Along the half wall, he runs into trouble. Held in there, and a nice shot from the point taken by Enfinson. And again, caught up by the half wall over there and breaks free to Nelson, who loses the handle on it behind the goal line there. Falcons can't clear it. Albert Lea they get more intensity for sure. You can just see it. And all lines that have played, they have a little bit more want it going tonight. That one is blocked out front. Shot was taken there by Styler. Into the corner, Nelson chases it down, and he's kind of hit, but he centered it. Just nobody was home, and the Falcons take it the other way and out of the zone. 13.5 to play. That's icing. They'll bring it back towards Boyd for the face-off. 16-1. The first shot of the second period. 13:37 to go here as they face off to the left of Boyd. Still fighting for it, and there Persig along with Sternhagen and McGill out there. And it's Brua and Johnston as the defensive pair. They have shut down that potent number one line of the Falcons. They've shut down the whole team. Still just the one shot has been allowed. Persig whiffed on that one, and it got knocked out of the zone. Falcons with a chance, but Ledger able to stab that one and hold on. 13:04 to go. Second shot on goal for the Falcons. But if they were professionals, they wouldn't get paid. We are on in Faribault, by the way, so maybe I should be nicer. FaribaultLive.com and AlbertLeaLive.com tonight. Dual broadcast when we have two of our schools in there. The hometown gets the commercials and everything, and the sponsorships as Ledger stops that one off the face-off and stops his third shot of the day. 13:01 to go, second period. Another one that backhand towards Ledger that goes wide left. Falcons holding it in, though, as Władysławski pointed it back at the goal, and it's knocked out of the zone. Chases on, Stay. Comes out, takes it away from the defenseman, and he has a chance if he can center it out front. He couldn't quite get it done. And the Falcons will get it out of the zone there. As Stay really outdid A.J. Kiefer on that sequence. Here's a shot from the far circle by Nelson. That's not Nelson, that was Bremer. That was saved by Boyd. And then they try and wrap around. That's stopped by the Falcon D. Brua holds it in at the top of the point here. Into Kolker and then taken away by the Falcons. Ricochet off the boards, taken by Stay. And he's got Kolker with him. Stops. Tries to get a pass off there, but Falcons able to knock it out of the zone. Tigers regrouping. They're 20-3 advantage in shots as Bremer thought he had a breakaway chance, but that was knocked off of his stick. It's 11.5 to go as Scott comes into the zone. A shot that whistles wide. And one from the top of the circle taken there by Balf. Played into the corner. Ooh, that one was saved.
Scores.
Did they score? No.
I thought he signaled goal.
He must have, yeah, because they're all gathering. They got a penalty on Slinger. So a goal and a penalty.
Okay.
And the goal was Archie Nelson.
Some mass confusion, but we'll figure it out.
Nelson's first of the season.
Well, they're confused because they gave the goal to Faribault on that scoreboard.
Yeah. 6:41 of the second. And Archie with his first of the year for the senior. He's got a save or a assist on the season, but his first goal. And 4-0, and all four are even strength. But the penalty on the Faribault Falcons for 2 minutes, they still have them with a goal. And so the scorekeeper is going to have to work that out here, but should be 4 now. Yeah, now they took the goal off and gave it to Albert Lee. With minute 25 left in the Albert Lee's first power play here. And it's Sternhagen who weaves his way into the zone. He's got McGill and Persig with him, Brua and Johnston. No, it's Brua and who's the other defenseman? Or maybe they got four forwards out there. I think, Brua is the only defenseman. Here's Persig who brings it into the zone. He's got McGill and Kolker with him. That was the one I was missing was Kolker. McGill took a spill there right in front of the goal, but he's in the right place. If they started using him on this penalty on the power plays. And that big body out in front is, I think that's a good move. Not working out so far here, but you're not going to get all of them. You're only at 25% of the season.
Scored for Tigers, number 5, Archie Nelson.
Sternhagen took that shot and was saved by Boyd. With 33 seconds left in the power play for Albert Lee.
Number 7, Riley Slinger. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Okay, we got that Slinger for cross-checking, but he's only got 33 seconds left. Their first penalty. And Albert Lee with another chance here, circling and trying to feed through the middle. It goes all the way through with 18 seconds left in their power play. They are 7 of 28, 25%. On the power plays here as Falcons get it out of there, and that'll kill that penalty with 4 seconds left and back to even strength. So 7 of 29 are the Tigers. They've all scored even strength goals. We'll take another one, though, if we got it. 4-0 here, Albert Lee. With 9:05 to play, second period. And that shot was from the blue line from Balf. Finally, Boyd grabs it and he holds on to stop play with 8:56 to go. 22-4 in shots. Line changes for both clubs. As the number 1 line out there for the Tigers, Persig, Sternhagen, and McGill with, I'm trying to see numbers here. Bryant Johnston, 1, and Brua are the other defensemen. McGill gets it taken away and out of the zone. Brua chases it down. Halfway through period number 2. The Tigers added a goal here. Very nonchalantly added a goal. It was a penalty at the same time.
Right.
So that's what confused me. It doesn't take much, but they didn't celebrate a lot.
No.
But The referee pointed right at the Faribault bench, which is what they do when you get a penalty. Instead of pointing at the goal when they say
right before he pointed at the bench, I seen him real quick point at the goal and then point at the bench.
Okay.
So, but it was real
I
quick.
didn't see that.
Then I was confused because then I thought maybe he just meant a penalty and he pointed in the wrong direction.
Place, yeah. But then you saw the Tigers all gathered together beside the goal, and then we figured it out. Line changes both ways. 8 minutes even left here in second period. 4-0 Albert Lea. 22-4 advantage in shots. Yeah, so it's 7-3 in shots this period for the Tigers' advantage. Nelson chases it into the corner. He's been very active on that third line. As gets played out of the zone again, and chasing it down is Anfinson. He gets back into the deep defensive end of the Tigers. And this time played ahead to Nelson, and it's got teammate Styler with him into the offensive zone here. And beside the net, I know Boyd got a hold of that a little bit, but it's still loose, and now they call it dead. As soon as the referees lose sight of it, they have to call, plus the net came off the moorings there. 7:09 to go. Bremer and Stay and Kolker out there, the second line.
It's good to see Albert Lea, even with the 4-goal lead, still keep the same intensity and still skate.
Yeah, it's got to do it for sure. Ball takes a shot. That was redirected by the goalie or somebody out front. And it trickles out of the zone, but Kolker knocks it back in. Under 7 minutes left in the second. As that one goes wide right of the cage. And held in by Anfinson nicely, and then knocked out of there by the Falcons. Boy, they haven't spent any time in their offensive zone on the night. As it's held onto by Boyd there, a slow roller, and he stops clock. 6:35 to go. 4 shots, 3 this period for the Falcons, so they're increasing their intensity of their own, but still.
I think it was that one possession where they had a few shots in a row, and then it's been dead since.
Yeah, it's been pretty pathetic. But every team goes through that at times. But Albert Lea seems to have these Falcons numbers. Mentioned it a couple times. 4 in a row we've beaten them, and 7 of 9. That one goes wide to the left of the goal. And back the other way come the Tigers. They've got McGill skating there with Styler, but they couldn't put it together. Top line out there for the Tigers now with McGill, Connor Persig, and Sternhagen's got it now, number 10. Gets it ahead to McGill. No, that was stolen away and then knocked into the crowd. He got tossed right back in. Nicely done as 5:53 to play here in the middle period. It's been all Albert Lea. 4-0 on the Service Master scoreboard. 22-4 in shots. As face-off, Styler wins that draw, but it goes all the way back behind the goal line. And played the other way for Johnston, one of the 3 captains of this Tiger squad. And they get it into the zone, but nobody other than Scott was in the position to do anything. But now they take it away. Nelson had a shot go right through the crease. Goes into the near corner. 5:20 to go. They finally break it free, and it pops out of the zone momentarily. And they get into that bad ice area out in front of the Albert Lea bench. And nobody's worse for wear there. Here comes Bremer, Kolker, and stay. The number 2 line for the Tigers. Nelson finally comes off and Stay goes in for him. Around the back, Kolker trying to center it and can't quite get it cleanly to his teammate Brua, who looks like he's playing more of a forward. As they send it back in. Brua's got 4 goals on the year, so it's pretty good from the defensive side of things. The 10th game of the year for Albert Lee. As they work it behind the goal, Stay still keeps it alive. He kicks it through the defender there and takes a shot from between the circles. It stopped, but there's a rebound. They put it in. Kolker gets the score. 5 goals by 5 guys. That is Kolker's 6th, second on the team. He's got 6 goals and 5 assists now. 5-0, all even strength goals.
That was all started by Sam Stay just being aggressive and getting the shot off, and the rebound came out just perfect for him to put it in the back of the net.
13:59 of the second for that one.
Tigers number 17, Jacob Kolker. Assist to number 7, Sam Stay. Time of that goal, 2:59.
13:59, you mean? There's 3:54 left here in the second as the domination continues here, and here comes Persick. He hasn't scored yet. Now he has. The leading scorer got his 9th. That was quick.
He made that look too easy.
14-14 of period number 2. That's 15 seconds between goals between Kolker and Persick. Connor with his 9th. He's only got 2 assists this year, but 9 goals to lead the team. Makes it 6-0. 6 even strength goals by 6 different players for the Tigers. 3:46 to go.
Scoring for the Tigers, number 9, Connor Persick, unassisted.
As we continue to just dominate here, and here comes Sternhagen. He wants to get in on it too. He sweeps in and he scores! What an effort by Drake Sternhagen. That's 3 goals in the matter of 34 seconds. 7-0. Wow, 7 different players getting into the act here. For Drake, that is goal number 3 on the year.
Faribault goaltenders down on the ice.
Yeah, he had to, well, I mean, he's been around. It's like a pinball machine all night, back and forth, and not getting a lot of help defensively either. As, he's trying to stretch it out here. Looks like a thigh or hip or something. Sternhagen's going out with the nurse or the whoever the medical staff lady is, helping her out there. It's good to see Drake get going here. He's got 3 goals now and didn't score in the first 5-6 games, but he's starting to come into his own, little sophomore. Well, the goalie's trying to get up here. They don't have another one on the roster, so nobody's dressed in goalie attire, so I don't know if he's hurt. They got a forfeit, which they might as well. 7-0, 3:33 left. 3 goals in 34 seconds for Albert Lee here has really broken it open. I mean, he's looking like he's pretty sore. And like I said, usually you have another guy with the equipment on. Albert Lee does. They have number 1, Owen Hansen, the junior, ready to go at any time, but he hasn't logged any minutes this year. But they don't even have another goalie on the roster in Faribault, so I'm not sure what they would do. They're going to have to forfeit or play without a goalie. It'll be 40-0. Now, the medical attention is done. He's going to stay in the game, I guess. He's standing with his teammates in front of the goal there, as you can see. Or no, I guess you can't see. Or do we? Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's over there. Okay. You have different windows going here. I
Yeah.
looked over.
I was doctoring up some replays for the next
You
intermission.
had to be on your toes there. 3 goals in 34 seconds. As Ledger goes back to his goal. And looks like Boyd is going to be all right. He's a little tender on that left leg, but he's staying up there, a trooper. If he looks like he's just really in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, that's not good. And the rest are talking to their coach about maybe we shouldn't continue. Jacob Dickinson. And they're laughing, so I guess they're going to let him continue in goal. But a couple more rushes like Tigers have put on him, and he's not going to be feeling any better. 7-0, 3:33 still go here in the second period. Styler, and the draw there ends up with it. Sent in by Johnston. Chased down there by Scott and Archie Nelson. Brua takes a shot that hits traffic and ricochets behind the goal. Back and forth behind the goal it goes, and that's a centering pass. And close in attempt there by Styler, but it goes wide. 3 minutes to play in the second. And that one goes out of the zone. Brua and Johnston chase it down. They get it ahead to Scott on the far side. And he gives it right back to the Falcons. But then Archie digging in the corners again, and he takes it away. Now he's got a chance. He comes to the side of the goal, centers it, and it goes wide into the corner near side. And a leveling shot there by Brua. Puts Slinger on the ice. No call. Just one penalty each team here in the game. No power play goals, but 7 even strength goals for Albert Lea. Give them the 7-0 lead here with 2:10 to play in the second period. 26-4 in shots. They're scoring at a historic rate. 7 out of 26. And that one goes behind the goal. Boyd kind of just stays in a crouch. He's standing now, but if the action gets anywhere close to him, he kind of gets down on his knees. As that one will be stopped with 1:45 to go. And their number one line with Coons and Archambault and the other guy, Wasilowski, have been shut down tonight. 14, 9, and 9. Those guys have scored on the season in 10 games. This is their 11th game of the year. And Albert Lea has owned them here tonight, 7-0 as they take that draw. That one actually goes back and forth between teams, and then the Falcons knock it into their offensive zone. It doesn't stay there very long as, well, I guess it does. They take a shot. That was Archambault. Stopped by Stadheim. 5th shot of the night for the Falcons. They keep it in the zone, and Ledger comes out of the goal to give it to his defenseman, Balf. Plays it around the backs. Held in by the Falcons, but now it's played out of there by Balf. Back into the zone with 1 minute to go here in the second. And that's on the other side to Bremer. And then Balf plays it ahead, kept in by the Falcons. Being pesky about it right now. No shots on goal, but here might be one as, Ledger goes out of the goal and sprawls to make the save, and he pokes it away. And a nice job for the senior captain goaltender, Ledger Stadheim. Stoppage with 31.9 seconds left here in this middle period. 7-0 Albert Lea. 7 different players have scored. You know, this is one of the things we talked early in the first 5 games. Got to get more than that first line scoring. Well, man, since that holiday tournament, they have been doing just that.
Yeah,
Everybody.
the first few games, it was just Connor Percy.
Yeah. And now all three lines getting involved over the last 5-6 games for the Tigers. They scored 8 in one of their games at the holiday tournament. Now 7 here through 2 periods. That was a one-timer that just missed. Big collision over there with McGill. Did that guy get up?
I don't think so. But I think McGill's going to go to the sin box.
It's 2.9 seconds left here in the period.
Oh, no, he's down.
He's still down on one knee. The player no, I guess he wasn't. Now he's got his stick. It was Johnny Simon that he took out. He's going to go right to the bench. Did he call a penalty?
I thought so. Maybe not.
They haven't been. 3 referees are discussing it here, but they haven't sent anybody over, so 2.9 to go. They got to face off here and get this period done, please. As Persig to Johnston. Bryant takes a shot that goes wide, and it's end of 2 now, 7-0. Albert Lea, they added 4 to their 3 goals in the first period, and now a commanding lead here with 1 period to go. Let's take that second intermission break and be back with the scoring outbreak. We'll break it down for you here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays. Albert Lea Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lea Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lea area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeaLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Back here at Roy Nystrom Arena, 7-0 after 2 periods of play. Albert Lea has taken it to Faribault, trying to win their 5th in a row over the Falcons and 8th of their last 10. Scoring, well, they had 3 in the first period. We saw those. Here's Archie Nelson starting the scoring parade in the second period, 6:41 of the second. His first of the season for the third liner, and he puts it in to make it 4-0. And they're all even strength goals, all 7 of them, and all 7 by different players for the Tigers. Did we see his?
Yep.
And then Jacob Kolker, 13:59 of the second, his 6th of the season, made it 5-0. As he's the centerman for that second line of the Tigers and got into the scoring parade. Then Connor Persig, can't have a bunch of goals without him scoring one for this Tiger team. He's the team leader with 9 now, as he put one in 14-14 of the second, and that was 15 seconds after Kolker's goal, and that makes it 6-0. And then 13 more seconds, and Drake Sternhagen put in his 3rd of the season to make it 7-0. 3 goals in 38 seconds, and really broke this one open as some guys are starting to pile up some numbers here, and it's really good to see. I know they've had not the greatest competition in the Fergus Falls tournament and here today, a team they've dominated lately, but you got to win the games. I mean, you still got to get out there and play. You can't just take the ice and hope to win. And they are starting to, I think, figure some things out against lesser competition that might help them against better competition.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that they're just so aggressive and they haven't let off the gas pedal and shows a lot. They still they want it, and that's what you need.
Yeah, and only 1 penalty for each team. Albert Lea had the one Styler penalty in the first period, and then Slinger went for 2 minutes in the second for Faribault, but no power play goals. So 7 even strength goals for Albert Lea, and they did have the 1 penalty kill successful. So
although Stadheim's had a quiet night, I did get a nice little review of him laying out on his belly to knock that puck away.
Oh, he's looked good when they've pressured him at all, and stopping 5 shots on the night. Only 5. There was 1 in the first period, so he got 4 in that second period. Albert Lea took 11 in the second period to make it 26-5 after 2 as far as shots in the game. And you look at the Big 9 standings. We were talking about this during the break. Mankato West and Mankato East, 14 and 12 points each in the conference. Yet they both have losing records. West is 4-7, East is 4-8. I'm sure they played some tough non-conference teams, but both 4-1 and 3-2 in the conference games. Albert Lea has been in the bottom there with Faribault, Winona, and Red Wing winless in the conference, but only 2 games played. It's their 3rd conference game, so they'll jump up to 6th place in a tie with Mayo in the conference, but they have just as good a record as most of the teams ahead of them in the Big 9 at what will be 6-4 after they win tonight. They better not lose tonight.
I don't see us giving up a 7-goal lead.
I don't either, but I guess you never know. But still, it's over. And I was going to check to see if there was a girls' score here, but I'm not holding out a whole lot of hope. That's because they're in Winona, and it's a very winnable game for our girls, who are ranked 9th in Class A hockey here. Where's my score?
Did not have a score update.
Yes, I don't either. So hopefully they're doing. I'm trying to think of a parent that I could text, and because they probably made the trip over. But I don't even see any area games. Warroad won again, 5-1 over Bemidji today.
So now you look at the standings in the girls' Big 9. Albert Lea's on top, tied with Northfield, but now Albert Lea has beat Northfield and tied Northfield, so they would, I assume, would get the lead.
Yeah. Tiebreakers.
Owatonna's close with 10, and Rochester Century John Marshall with 10. And then you got East, West, Mayo, on down the line. But
Trying to see if I have any of these parents in my phone directory. I used to have. No, I don't know. Well, we'll just hope, because Winona's not doing all that great this year. Right?
No, they're not. I mean, overall they have a decent record.
6-7. Yeah.
500.
But Alberta would be much better than that. Of course, like you said, top of the Big Nine, and probably tops. Well, not tops, because Dodge County's probably tops in the section.
Right.
But Alberta right there with them. That's going to be the big matchup, I would imagine, for the trip to state. I mean, Faribault would have something to say about it, and maybe some other schools. But I think Albert Lea and Dodge County, being the class there, ranked so highly, both in the top 10, will fight it out for a trip to state later on, as long as everybody stays healthy.
Yes.
Still quite a bit of season left here. We're not quite to halfway, so there's a lot of hockey to be played, and it's such a tough sport, and injuries do happen. When we just saw their goalie, I thought for sure they were going to have to stop the game. He's the only goalie on the roster, but he's gutting it out. To his credit, looked like a fairly painful leg injury there, but he stretched it out and was able to keep going here. 7-0 Albert Lea. 4 minutes till we get going on the third period here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Fall into savings with cooler weather means hotter deals at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Visit us to see the latest Ram trucks, Jeep Cherokees, and Dodge Durangos. And fall into savings because Northfield Ford Chrysler is the home of the best price guarantee. There is no question. Come see the difference at Northfield Ford Chrysler. If you're ready for an extraordinary sales experience, we're ready to serve. Open 6 days a week. Located on Highway 3 here in Northfield.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow. This is way bigger than your office.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
What is your dream living location? Full service condo building? Low maintenance house? House on a lake? Lots of acreage? There are so many options. To start the search for your ideal location, contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group today, or visit our website at c21atwood.com. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders.
As we come back here for period number 3, Matt Erickson's out, but nobody else. He's checking the ice out in front of the bench there. They had to repair in that second period. No teams are out, no referees are out, and we're about to hear the horn to end the second exhibition period. There's a cop over there talking to people in the crowd. Is he just visiting, or is he working?
As long as he's over there, I ain't worried about it.
That's true. 7-0 Albert Lea after 2, 26-5 in shots in favor of Albert Lea. I got a text out to Nikki Austenson, who's got a couple of girls. I would imagine she, if nobody else made the trip over to Winona, she did. Or at least she knows what's going on over there, and hopefully she'll answer me back here. The wrestlers doing well out in Fargo, too, in the Rumble on the Red. Got a text earlier from Mason Nadig, our voice of the wrestler team here, and he has Logan Davis, who's ranked number 1 in the state in his weight class in the quarterfinals in the championship side of things. Dylan Gross, Ryan Collins, Maverick Addig, Brecken Wagholz, Triton Cox, and Evan Schroeder, all 6 wrestling to try and get to 3rd place yet, as that contest continues tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the last day of that. The Rumble on the Red that they do every year out there. And a good way to size yourself up at this point of the season if you're a wrestler, because they do have a lot of schools from different states out there. And it's a good opportunity to show what you got. And Logan Davis is doing it this year, man. He is fun to watch and putting together a really good year. A lot of wrestlers are. They're not ranked in the top 10 like Logan, not all of them. There's 3 of them, I think, for Albert Lea that are in the top 10. But as a team, they're doing real well. In 6th place in 3A, according to guillotine.com. We're about ready to get going. Oh, my gosh, they got the heater going above us. Somebody likes us. That's very timely. And they don't keep it on long enough, though. It seems to go away, and then you feel even colder.
Right.
Albert Lea ready to go. Looks like Dustin Boyd is doing well. He was just stretching, and he's not limping or anything, so looks like he's ready for 3rd period action here. He has given up 7 goals and 26 shots, while Ledger Stenheim to the left has shut out. He's going for his 2nd shutout of the year. 5 shots is all he's faced. 1 in the first, 4 in the second. Referees are looking for bad spots in the ice, and I think they got everything ready to go here as Persick gets in to the face-off with Coons. And Coons with 14 goals. I don't know who's got their shots, but they haven't really even come close to sniffing a goal.
Running time.
It's running time now with the 7-0 lead. So unless there's an injury or a timeout, they'll just keep the clock rolling. As the Falcons knock it into the
saw that one coming.
Zone, and
penalty on.
He got right to the box. It was Brua. He knew it.
Kind of undercut the Falcon skater there.
Second penalty on Albert Lea in the night. First for Brua. Styler was the other one. So, Faribault, another power play here. They came into the game at 20.8%. 0 for 1 so far. He's got Stay, Kolker, Anfinson, and Johnston out there to kill this penalty.
Dean Zayden Brua. 2 minutes for interference. Time of that goal or penalty is 1 minute.
So a minute 31 left as it goes out of play, and they'll have the face-off to Ledger's left. The clock keeps rolling like it should. It's a minute 19 left in the penalty as they get underway again. And shot again, it goes up into the nets. And that would normally stop the clock, but it keeps rolling with a minute left in the penalty right now. And as they face off, 53 seconds. And from the point, that one goes all the way through, but wide of the net. As Cole Goodwin, number 24, had that shot. I thought he was going to unload another one, but they work it in closer, and that one goes cross ice. They hold it in. There's 30 seconds left in the man advantage for the Falcons. Persig has it stuck against the wall on the back end there. Finally knocked out of there by Kolker, and he's going to try and get to it first. Well, he gets the goalie, and he hops on it. And that'll run the clock out on the penalty because there's 15 seconds before they can face off. Brule will be out of there. 5 left in his penalty, and 14-12 to go in the period in the game. 7-0 Albert Lee. And we're back to even strength. As soon as they start play, they let Brule out of there. He hightails it across the ice. Sternhagen goes in for him, and we have back on 5-on-5 here. As the Falcons bring it in, dump it behind the goal line, taken by the Tigers. 7 different goal scorers for Albert Lee tonight. There's a stop there, but Brock Scott started it, then Tyler Balf. Actually, the 4th of the year for Scott. Tyler Balf with his 2nd. Zayden Brua got his 4th. Those were all in the first period. Archie Nelson scored in the 2nd. His 1st of the year. Jacob Kolker got his 6th of the season in the 2nd. Connor Persig scored his 9th of the season in the 2nd. And Drake Sternhagen ended up in that 2nd period with his 3rd of the season. 3 goals, 38 seconds. And it's 7-0. Shot on goal there that got knocked back to Sternhagen here in the circle. He sends it into the middle. Kolker now joining the power play here for the Tigers. 2nd one for them. I didn't even see they put a player in there. I was reading the goals
Number
off.
8, so Tommy Coons.
Okay, Tommy Coons, their top scorer, is in the box for another minute 16.
See, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Now he says Coonsy. He said Coons in the warm-up.
Right.
Now he's saying Coonsy. Make up my mind. Persig brings it into the zone. And chased back there by Albert Lee's McGill. McGill, Kolker, Sternhagen, and Persig out there with Brua trying to score a goal here and make it 8-0. 48 seconds left in their power play, which has come to life a little bit lately. Sternhagen takes a shot. That goes wide left. It would be nice to see him get a power play, all 7 at even strength so far tonight. 1 for 2 on the power play would boost their number up a little bit from 25%. As puck goes into the near corner, Sternhagen chasing it there, and it gets knocked out of the zone. 20 seconds left. Persig saves it at the red line. Brings it back in, takes a shot. It goes whistling left of the cage and all the way out to Brua. He takes a shot and it goes in. It was deflected. Out in front. It might have been, let me see. I can't see a number. Well, whoever comes to the bench first is the one who got it, and it's going to be Sam McGill, his 4th. He's the one who redirected that Brua shot. And we have our 8th different scorer. Was that a power play? Or had it ended? I think it was a power play goal.
Let me see.
We'll see. He's going to say it here. Sam McGill, yeah, he's come alive just like a lot of the other guys.
Scoring for the Tigers, number 16, Sam McGill. Assistant number 14, Zayden Brua. Number 9, Connor Persig. Time of the power play goal, 5:28.
Yep.
Power play goal.
Power play, so they do get 1. They're 1 for 2. And it's 8-0 and 10:36 to go. We're in running time here in this 3rd period. But the Tigers are keeping the momentum going here. They haven't just gone into a shell like I thought maybe. Some teams do that, you know, they get a big lead and they just play defense. But they've been keeping it up here. Nice to see them get a power play goal. Might as well pad your stats. There's nothing wrong with that. The other team complains. You just tell them, hey, stop us. As the Tigers get it out of the zone here. 10 minutes to go. And chase is on as Styler takes it into the corner. And Bremer out there as well. But it gets knocked back down into the Tigers zone. That's icing. Back to the Faribault side for a face-off here.
One thing I've noticed about this boys team is they've got a lot of kids on the bench, but they all play normal games. So it's not like even with an 8-0 lead, you can maybe extend the lines longer, but there's nobody that doesn't usually skate in games that are on the bench.
And normally in the third period, you're shortening the time on the ice because everybody's kind of tired.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, they have just enough players. Boy, they better not get an injury bug going here. Because they have good 3 lines with 2 defensive pairs. And, of course, their goaltender. They have 2 on the team, but here comes Kolker into the zone. He does a little dipsy-do. The rebound came off there, and Stay couldn't put it in. But it's held in by Brua. Out in front, the puck is loose. Stay takes a whack, and it's covered up by Boyd, who's still stretching. 30 shots to 7 for the Tigers, and it's 8-0 as far as the service master scoreboard, and another penalty on Faribault. And it's going to be your number 20 that you couldn't find. He's not on the list of players on our written roster, but he did make it on the one online, but I've forgotten his name. We'll see. This guy, he'll tell us. Running time here with 8:15 to play. And now another 2-minute power play. 1 for 2 on the power play tonight, the Tigers. It'd be nice to make it 2 out of 3. There's a shot from the point by Tyler Balf. Misses, and it gets knocked out of the zone.
That might have hit him right in the face mask, I think.
Yeah, he's ready to hit the bus.
Right.
Boyd. As Wolf brings it in again. He's ready to get his name on there. Somebody's got to score twice. As Stay plays catch there with Anfinson, and now Anfinson has to chase after it into the corner. Still no announcement on the penalty here, but
And Faribault's number 20, Jackson Landon. 2 minutes for cross.
He was probably looking up the name too.
Right.
Jackson
Landon. Yeah.
And down to a minute left of the power play here for Albert Lee as Golf brings it into the zone. Gets knocked back out again. 48 seconds left in their man advantage, and Stanheim had to be aware there and steer that one clear of the goal himself. Needs to get that shutout. This will be his second of the year if he can get it here in the next 6:54. His defense has really helped him out tonight. They've been picking off passes and getting in shooting lanes, and then he saves one himself on their 8th shot. And since the running time keeps going here, that might just kill the penalty. 20 seconds left. Kolker's ready to go, but Slinger's in no hurry to get in there.
Right.
10 seconds when they drop the puck. Gonna have to hurry to get a power play out of this one as Brua gets tangled up, and that'll end the penalty. To Jackson Landon, but they haven't let him out of the box just yet. His time ran out. Let him out. 6:03 to play in the game. They finally do let him out. And my guy, Melnichuk. That's a hockey name. Melnichuk is in the game for the Falcons. There's one out in front. That's knocked aside by Ledger, and he saves that one too with 5.5 to play. And Albert Lee back to the red line anyway for the Falcons. Try and play it back in. 30-8. Albert Lee leads in shots. There's Brua with a shot that's snared by Boyd and held on to. And clock keeps running 5-14, 13, 12 as they get a line changes. Five in a row over Faribault, 8 out of the last 10 over the Falcons for this boys team that has really picked up steam here. And I know they're not playing ranked teams or anything, but they're winning the games that are put in front of them, and that is a good thing. They're going to be 2 games over 500, and we would have never guessed that the way they started the season.
Yeah, they started very slow.
It's out of play there, so 4:40 and counting left. It's good to see that. What's 18 times 3? There's 54 minutes of just grinding.
Right.
They haven't let up at all.
Sounds like in the coach's interview, that's what the 5 minutes they didn't keep grinding was against Fergus Falls, and it caused them that game.
First thing he said to me, it still grinds his gears. They didn't pay attention for that 5 minutes or keep it going for that 5 minutes. And they learned their lesson, all right? He must have worked them because they are, I mean, they're just keeping after it right now. 4:03 left, they're up 8-0, and they just want more. It's a great sign. As Bremer in the corner looks at it, had to Colker. No, he took it himself. Actually tried to center it to stay, but that didn't work out. Now Brua plays it in with 3:45 to go. Stay had a shot at the side of the net that went whistling through the crease. Falcons come away with that one. Across the red line, but taken away by Johnston. Now Stay has it at the red line. He loses it. Falcons come in, but no serious threat there with 3:20 to play. Scott is out there, as well as that's a pickoff there for Styler. It's funny how I say it one way and then you hear it another way and then you start saying it that way. As that one is played behind the goal. And Balf with look at the effort he's putting in. Stick handler, defenseman. Nicely done, but he finally loses the handle on it. 2:45 to go. Right in the breadbasket for Ledger, who holds on. The clock will roll through this break time here and be about 2:20 or 2:15 when they drop the puck. An 8-0 game for Albert Lea. We saw Matt between periods here, and I said, "Good job, coach," and he acted like he wasn't satisfied at all, and it was 7-0. Here comes Connor Persick. He's alone, nobody in front of him but the goalie, and he scores. Somebody finally got their second goal of the game, and it's Connor Persick. 9-0. It's his 10th of the season. Even strength goal. And clock keeps rolling. 1:38 left by the time we get the face-off here. Can they get the double figures? They can, I think. I don't know if they will, but well, they might, because there goes it. Oh, another chance there, and it goes up into the netting.
Connor Persick. Assist to number 19, Tyler Ball. Time of that goal, 14:56.
So, clock rolls here, 1:08 to go as they line up for a face-off. Well, everybody's on the wrong side, which wastes even more time. There's
1 minute
left
remaining in the game.
1 minute to go, and puck goes behind the net. Chase down there. Can't get it out of the zone. Amundsen took a shot. That hit traffic out front. Then it goes whistling through the crease area. 35 seconds to go. Knocked out of the zone here, and they'll have to regroup. Send one in. Scott on that far side. Archie Nelson has it. He spins and sends one into the center. But it was taken away by the Falcons with 20 seconds to go. Still working it. And Balf, that's a big reach there for Boyd. And he snares it, and that'll be it. 10 seconds left. They're not going to drop the puck again. It's 9-0 win for Albert Lea, and we've got the Service Master by Hyatt cleanup coming up next on a totally dominating performance by Albert Lea tonight here at the Roy on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season. For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com.
Accidents happen, and we know they don't always happen at convenient times. That's why River Valley Eye Professionals provides urgent eye care services for everything from pink eye to a scratch, injury, or sudden change in vision. Let yourself have peace of mind knowing that we'll be there for you when something goes wrong. If you happen to be in the unfortunate situation of having an urgent eye concern and don't know what to do, call River Valley Eye Professionals or find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Ledger Stadheim helps his numbers with his second shutout of the season. A 9-0 win here against Faribault at Roy Meister Arena. And in that third period, Sam McGill got his fourth goal of the season at 5:28 of the period, making it 8-0. That was a power play goal, too. Right at the end of the penalty, just about to expire, he got the power play. So they were 1 of 3 on the power play tonight. Connor Persig got the final goal of the game, his 10th, second of the game, 10th of the season, even strength, and made it 9-0. Shots in that third period, it was 7-4 in favor of Albert Lea with running time going, but they ended up with a 33-9 edge in shots throughout the game. Only had 2 penalties on each club, or no, it was 3. I thought it was 3 on Faribault. I guess it was 2 on each, unless I just didn't write it down at the end there. But very well played game for both teams as far as clean, nothing too outrageously aggressive. Penalties were down, but wow, what a dominating performance by those Tigers. Good.
Yeah, they really looked much more enthusiastic as they had earlier in the season, and that's just says a lot about the coaching too, that he's got these boys playing and he's got them playing hard, so it's a good sign.
Brock Scott got his 4th, Tyler Balf got his 2nd, Zayden Brewer got his 4th, Archie Nelson got his 1st of the year, Jacob Kolker with his 6th of the season, Connor Persig got 2 tonight, his 9th and 10th, Drake Sternhagen scored his 3rd of the year, and Sam McGill got his 4th. Good to see a lot of guys getting their numbers going, and they have, what are they at? Bloomington Kennedy on
Saturday.
Correct. They have a road trip up to the cities. So we will not have that game for you. But our next broadcast, I believe, is Monday. I'll just bring up the schedule here. And Monday, boys basketball against Northfield.
Yes.
At 7:30. And the boys basketball team, they only have a couple of wins, but that's one more than they had last season. And the girls, too, have a couple of wins, and they only had one win all of last season. So they're improving, and we'll have a look at the girls basketball team, too. I don't know about next week, but we have Monday, boys basketball against Northfield. Tuesday, girls hockey here at the Roy against New Ulm. Usually they do pretty well in hockey, too, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing this year, but then Saturday, a doubleheader next week. A week from this coming Saturday, we'll have a 2 o'clock boys hockey against Red Wing, and then basketball later in the night, 7 o'clock at the high school against St. Charles, and they're a good team. They're 9-2.
Oh, wow.
So that'll be a tough game for the boys, but a busy week as we start back into it next week, full bore when they get back going to school. 9-0 here tonight. Thank you for tuning in.